Hello, everybody, and welcome to Everyone is Jonas, a live competitive role-playing podcast where 3 players play for control of 1 player character. We are very fortunate today to be gathering on the unceded territory of the Coastal Salish people. Did I do it in one go?
Almost.
Well, you just
coast.
now, so.
Coastal?
Just coast
Yeah.
Salish people.
And then I ruined it by asking about it.
Yeah. But it's
Anyway.
okay.
Pretty awful.
It's
Well,
better
you
than the
ruined
last
it.
two.
I mean,
Ruined it.
We were
ruins it?
actually in PodCon over the weekend, which is also Coast Salish territory.
It is.
That's Seattle, for those not in the know. But without much further ado, let's introduce our co-hosts. Cheers. Tahlia Murdoch of Everything Economics. Hi, Tahlia.
Was it?
And Erik Jovanovic of Podcast versus Podcast. Hi,
Hey,
Erik.
what's up? Hey.
You know him from
Oh,
Podcast
alright.
versus Podcast. You know him as someone who writes a lot about talking dogs. We're joined by Piers Rae today. How's it going, Piers?
good. How's it with you? Thanks for having me on, guys.
Hey, Piers.
Hey, Erik. Good to see you again, buddy.
No
See you
worries.
again.
Thanks for the D20 there,
You're
Tahlia.
welcome.
We've gone on
Welcome.
Podcast versus Podcast, the 2 hosts right here. We've gone on Podcast versus Podcast for 5 episodes now, and we have never recorded an episode with Piers.
I know. Well, that's all the more reason to have 2 guests on at a time is when I'm not there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if the rumors are true, I get the feeling that very, very soon all 4 of us are going to be on an episode, maybe several episodes together.
Well, I hope so.
Get
Wow.
excited.
Potentially 3 of us and 1 person who sounds like one of us.
That sounds a lot more likely, a lot more realistic for our show. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to put rumors out there. I'm just going to wait, see what happens, what shakes out.
I think you already did.
Rumors out there.
Look, I don't want to put rumors out there. You
Okay,
guys,
okay.
All right? This is all
Piers
hearsay.
is a famous gossip.
An infamous
Thank
gossip,
you.
some would say.
He's constantly gossiping.
Well, there's gotta be leaks or society can't function.
How are you going to get your juice without Pierce around?
Could I get everyone, please, to pass me their goals and skills for tonight's game?
Absolutely.
Doug.
All right.
Supposed to get-
All right, Erik. That's nice. Yeah, that's approved. So, I was saying off air that I don't pre-approve Erik and Tahlia's ones because they're supposed to know the rules by now.
Mhm.
We're experts.
We're old hands now.
Have any of your ideas ever been rejected?
No.
No.
But this is our 3rd stream, so we'll see.
There's plenty of time.
There's so much time.
Erik, could I
is gonna
get you
go
to
on
move closer
for
to the
infinity.
mic, please? Or you can lift the mic up. What I'll do is turn your mic off so no one gets upset by the sounds of that. And you can twist the
You
the
can
collar
punch
and
the
pull that
stand.
up so it's a bit closer to you if you like. You don't
I
have
think
to.
It's probably fine by now, right?
It's fine. Let's go again. Let's say
I think
something.
It's probably incredibly fine.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Some of the best sound I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And Fran is in the chat. Hi, Fran.
Hey, Fran.
Hey, Fran.
Wow, Fran's here.
The
Thanks
lovely
for
Fran.
joining.
The lovely Fran.
Thank you, Fran.
Of no other nicknames on Podcast versus Podcast, but I won't get you in trouble.
All right, 'cause
maybe
she
I
doesn't
already
listen
have.
to it.
She
Hey?
doesn't listen to it, so
Probably for the best.
nobody who listens
Yeah.
to Podcast versus Podcast tell her the things that I say about her. Thank you.
They're too nice. That's the thing. He
It's
doesn't.
it's embarrassing.
Yeah,
He doesn't
it's
want-
disgusting.
Fran to know how much of a real softie
I've never
he really
seen
is.
a one-person PDA so egregiously in public. Should we start the game?
Let's
yeah,
start the game.
let's start the game.
Oh, Tahlia, I'm going to turn you down because you're very excited and
I'm
it's
so
great.
excited.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
keep the energy up. I like this.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
good.
this. Yeah.
And that was a bit of clipping, so that's my fault, not Talia's fault. So if anyone hears that, don't be upset with her. Be upset with me. Anything that goes wrong on this podcast is my fault.
Don't be upset with anyone though, because we're all better than that.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
life's too
say
short.
something
Yeah, be kind, be
before we
kind.
start as well. I washed my hair today, so if you met me at PodCon, I had my hair tied up. And I didn't want it to just be dank and kind of
Nesty?
nesty. So I was thinking more like a Samara from Ringu. So I used a blow dryer on my hair for the first time since I've grown it out, and I got to tell you, I felt like Nick Cage in Con Air. It was real nice. I'd recommend it. So Jonas, the character Jonas in Vancouver, British Columbia. I say the character. Maybe he's a real
Do
person.
we have a timer?
That's a good point.
Oh,
You're like
yeah.
that.
Otherwise, we'll be
You know what
stuck
else
here.
would we have?
You're
Forever.
kind of like that kid
Tokens.
in class. Tokens. Yeah, you've got tokens. They're
Oh
just in
yeah,
this
we've got
tuck
tokens
right here.
too. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Tahlia, thanks for being that kid in class who on Friday at 2:45 p.m. asked the teacher if there's any homework.
Were we supposed to have a quiz today? You said there was going to be a quiz yesterday.
You said you were going to
It's
I prepared
current-
for it.
do
I'm
it-
sure
currently set
everyone
to-
else did.
full medical. Look, we were at PodCon on the weekend, and it was amazing. But as a consequence, we're probably a bit tired and lethargic.
I'm great.
So if anyone is on the stream who we met, thank you. It was so nice to meet you. I can't actually see the chat because that could be unfair to the other players if you were giving hints and tips about what everyone else is doing. But it was really fun, super fun. Met so many nice, supportive people. Very excited to potentially collaborate with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Wow, these gem tokens are so satisfying.
They're
I'm
extremely
glad to
good.
hear that.
These are fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I
So-
feel very wealthy
Are we
right
still
now.
starting with 10?
Everyone's starting with 10 because everyone picked 2 skills. You can start with 7 if you
Sure.
picked 3 skills. But none of you did, which is nice. You're all on an even playing field. The timer... Oh, that's sketchy. It was great to meet you yesterday. I can't remember who you are by that name. Oh, that's sketchy.
Were you that person who was just like a little bit dodgy and shady? Like kind of like a sketchy person?
But I can guarantee that everyone I met,
What do you draw?
I liked. So,
Yeah,
hello
we loved
to
everyone.
you.
It was awesome.
And thanks for watching. The timer starts now. So I'm going to do my lead-in and waste as much of your time as possible. Today, Jonas wakes up. He is wearing... he was a little cold last week because I realized that it's midwinter here in Vancouver, Canada, and Jonas was wearing cargo shorts and a t-shirt. So this time he is wearing some Walmart blue jeans. He has still his New Balance trainers. And this time he's wearing a black Steely Dan t-shirt with the light blue Steely Dan cursive logo type. And he has also got the old Canadian tuxedo on. He's got a denim jacket in the exact same denim as the trousers. His hair is perfectly feathered, as always. Slightly startled expression on his face. You all find Jonas at 19th and Manitoba Street in you would call
Okay.
that the west side,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's west of Maine. So I think...
It's west of Maine.
Is Maine when they start becoming west and east?
Yeah, that's pretty much the dividing point.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we wouldn't really call it the west side.
That's
So-
where society...
So what I'm going to
breaks
do right
apart.
now is...
We just call it Zero Street.
Zero Street. It's just no man's land.
Yeah, you're near Zero Street. So if
Alright.
if everyone could bid for control, please.
Yeah.
All right.
I would love
so-
to bid for control.
So Piers, at any time, feel free to ask me questions.
I think we had to go a bit higher
Yes.
than last week.
And reveal.
I got 3.
I got 3.
I got 2.
So that's Eric's control, or did you both have 3?
We both had 3.
Oh, so that's a
So the man gets control when it's a tie. Is that the...
Yes.
your words, not mine. Well, my words are that there's going to be a
Reflection of
roll off.
reality.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fran
let's
is saying
have a roll-off.
Ontario is the dividing street,
Okay, thank you,
Fran.
and
Oh, well. That is just... Couldn't be more different. I get to get my tokens, though. You got to ditch yours.
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to start recording an audition now. Don't worry, we'll get the audio.
Yeah.
So if you're listening now to the audio format, if the audio quality suddenly gets better in a couple of seconds, you'll know why. We're gonna hit
Technology.
record.
Just
Oh, look at that
changes
sound waves.
everything.
It's
Oh,
a
wow.
really
Ooh,
yeah.
Throw a baseline under this.
Oh,
Ooh.
goodness.
Oh my.
Eric. Oh,
Sorry,
go on.
quick question. When we bid with these tokens, these
Yes.
precious gems, you throw out the ones regardless of whether or not you won the bid, right?
Only the
no,
winner
no,
does.
Only the winner
does.
does.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
keep
gonna
yours.
take
And
Couple
take an
those
extra
right
one
back.
as well, actually, everybody.
Oh,
Don't we
Yeah.
do that at the end?
You
Of our
do
next
that.
bid?
Do it whenever Doug tells you to.
Yeah, do it whenever I tell you to.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I would also recommend putting yours.
yeah, I figured that
away.
out as soon as I saw you guys do your bids,
'Cause
and I
we
was
can-
pulling my tokens
we
like
can
on the
count.
table.
Feel free to use the
Yeah.
lid of the container or something if you want something to store them in. Eric.
Hello, it's me, Erik. What does Jonas see right now? What's around?
A bunch of houses, sort of town houses.
Yeah.
What do you can hear those? Some people arguing in the distance, sort of to the northeast.
Sort of to the northeast.
I think you should probably check it out.
How many people are arguing, do you think?
You can hear two distinct voices.
Okay. Man and women, man and man, woman and woman.
Man and Ultraman.
Okay.
Wow.
Ultraman.
Not the
Not the Japanese superhero.
There's only one way to find out, Erik.
I was also going to say not the in-universe character from Jimmy Neutron.
I think Jonas doesn't have time
That's Ultra Lord. I'm sorry.
That's quite all right.
Wow, all the Jimmy Neutron fans are just furious
So
right
devastated.
now. I think
Oh, the chat's blowing up. People are pissed.
How could you do this?
Sorry, chat.
Jonas is not interested in those two people arguing. He's going to walk right up to the nearest house. He's not interested. I'm sorry.
All right.
And knock on the door or ring the doorbell.
Plot this way, Erik this way. Okay.
You know what? I'm going to do that for free. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So you knock on the door, and Jonas knocks on the door with at your behest, and I was gonna. Come on, Doug.
What kind of tune does he make when he knocks on the door?
Hey, that's a good question.
Like this.
Let's not do it on the table.
Yeah.
Maybe gently on the table.
You can tap the end of the mic, maybe.
I don't know about that either. Let's try this. He does it like this.
Classic.
Yeah.
Shaving a haircut.
Jonas has zero imagination.
Maybe
But he's
when
got a
you're in
sense
his
of
head.
whimsy.
He's got a sense of whimsy.
Yeah, he doesn't know these people. He's like, I'm going to be playful about this. Do.
You don't hear any through Jonas's ears. You don't hear anyone come to the door, but you do hear a voice inside your head that says, "Well, hello, Jonas."
Inside.
What?
Jonas' head.
It's another voice.
Is there another demon here?
Um,
Interdimensional being.
I want Jonas to ask who that is.
I'm someone that knows you, but you don't know me. My name is Razmataz.
Okay. So Jonas has learned this person's name, but not much else. Get Jonas to ask what Razmataz is doing inside his head.
Why, I'm conversing with you sublingually.
Razmataz, where are you right now?
I'm on the other side of this door.
That's fascinating. How does this work? How does this power work? That's not me asking. That's Jonas. How are you doing that?
Well, the same power that lets you speak to those demons in your head is letting me speak inside your head.
This guy knows about the demons.
I feel very
About us.
threatened right now and invaded, you know.
I'd just like to quickly say that this character was submitted by a non.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's eerie.
Goodness.
that's extra spooky.
I'd like to ask Razmataz if I could borrow a cup of sugar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you should roll for that.
Okay. I think that Jonas has learned all he needs to know about Razmataz.
So before you roll,
Yeah.
there's a new rule that's been introduced since last week. You can sweeten the deal ahead of time by paying tokens, if
Yeah.
you like.
I'm not going to. I think he's just gonna give him a friendly request for a cup of sugar, and that should be it. It's 5.
It's a 5, and you are blue, and quite friendly.
Friendly.
Quite friendly.
Friendesquely.
Friendesquely.
All right.
Quite
Whatever it
friendesquely.
takes.
Friendandly.
Jonas asks the voice, Razmataz.
Please. Christian names only.
We've learned his name.
I
so-
think a
Razzmatazz.
Christian name is a real stretch for this character. So he asks lingually, "May I borrow a cup of sugar?" To which you hear back, and then in your head, "I can't open the door."
Why can't you open the door?
Well, you see, I'm not very tall, 7 inches.
Is the door locked?
You can check.
No, I'm asking Razmataz if the door's locked.
I do not know if the door is locked. I can't see up there.
Okay, I'm gonna try and open the door.
The door opens, and before you see a small black Pomeranian wearing a white Christmas sweater with a green collar. Has a glinting name tag that you can't read at this distance, and it also is wearing a small backpack.
Oh, cool. I would like Jonas to ask the dog if this dog is Razzmatazz. Because I have a feeling that it is.
Jonas says, "Are you Razzmatazz?"
Yeah.
And
That is a great Pomeranian bark.
Yeah,
I
perfect.
must say.
what do you think?
But then a really different voice.
No, he's doing the same voice.
No, like would you expect a Pomeranian to sound that
Yeah.
gruff?
Yeah.
Sound like Razzmatazz?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It
no.
is.
Every Pomeranian I've
It
met
does have a
sounds like that.
backpack. It's
Inside
pretty-
every dog, there's the heart of a Razzmatazz.
I would say, I think that you are Razzmatazz. Nice to meet you. My name is Jonas. And I'm going to go to shake the dog's hand.
Cute.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Yeah.
Razzmatazz goes up on its hind legs, and not in a weird off-balance dog way,
Yeah.
but in a kind of
Like a person standing up.
like in Wolves of the Color, if you've read it,
Of course I have.
when Oi stands up and does the little dance for the townspeople. It's sort of like that. It's strangely humanoid. And Razzmatazz shakes Jonas's hand.
Perfect.
But we've met before.
We've met before. Please, I would like Jonas to let Razzmatazz know that he would really like to learn when this was. Like, at what point have we met before?
Roll, because Jonas is really scared right now.
I don't think Jonas. I think
You're not scared. Jonas is.
Oh, I forgot to put in tokens.
Can somebody tell me what that is?
A
It's
three.
sorry.
Okay. So if everyone could bid for control, please.
All right.
Piers, at any time, you can pay 3 tokens to interject if you
Yes.
think you want to.
No, but I remember that.
Yeah.
It's just, it's all been so gripping. I mean, I
Razzmatazz.
wouldn't
is
have gone to this
awesome.
store.
And reveal.
Three. Oh boy.
Oh,
Another
geez.
roll off.
Pack of cheapskates.
All right,
Yeah.
everyone's going to be rolling. We got 2 d6s there.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect
just take
to have a
turns.
triple
Yeah, just take
roll.
Yeah,
turns.
that's fine.
What if I get another one out?
I got a 4.
4, 6,
Is it even worth rolling? I got a 3. So.
All right.
All right,
And
Tahlia.
everyone take a token.
Yep.
All right. What is in? Jonas, I want you to say to Razzmatazz, what's in your backpack? Or even better, just reach in. But I feel like that's invading
Oh, I think that you
the
did
relationship
say,
that's being built.
by saying even better, it seems like you want him to reach in, which in my opinion would be a roll.
In your
I
opinion?
tend to agree with that, Eric.
Yeah.
Please roll.
Oh my gosh.
Touch move.
You'll suck. 1. Boo.
this is
What a
exciting.
waste of tokens.
Yeah.
That is a catastrophic failure.
I'm
I
really
should
good at
have
this game.
stuck with my question.
Jonas
Only.
reaches for. Oh wow, that was a ding, and accidentally punches Razzmatazz in the face.
Oh, God.
Razzmatazz says, "You've made a grave mistake and a powerful enemy," and runs through a doggy door at the back of this house. The house is
Razzmatazz
now wide
sounds so
open.
cute.
Smooth.
Man. Are we gonna bid for control?
Yeah,
yeah.
you will bid for control now.
Hell yeah.
I mean, and that
Alright.
sugar's just sitting there now.
Because it was a catastrophic failure, if you were to win now, you could not win the previous roll because the action is now impossible.
'Cause it was
Yeah,
to
because
complete.
Razzmatazz is gone.
Razzmatazz is gone for now.
All right, reveal.
And reveal. Oh, thanks, Tahlia.
I got 4.
I got 2.
I got 3. Still cheap.
Yeah. I
I'm
know,
gonna-
these gems are so precious.
I don't want to let
Everyone
them
take
go.
it.
I know.
Everyone take a gem.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have
Get
you know.
more of
I don't
them.
even want to make choices. I just want gems.
I'll have you know. All of those gems
your
together
goal?
cost 49 cents.
Yeah, they did. They were on a.
You know what? I can believe it.
Yeah.
I can definitely believe it.
Yeah, they're kind of plastic and
These aren't
We
real
won't say where
gemstones at
we
all.
got them because they don't sponsor us yet. But it was this really cool.
I doubt that place sponsors anybody in any
dress
capacity.
shop where you can get fabric to sew. In
Across from
Gangstown.
Academy Duello, Vancouver's premier sword
Yeah.
instructory, and we're not.
we're not being sponsored by them.
Yeah,
are we?
they're like the #1 medieval sword teaching place in town.
Yeah,
and I
Lent
know the
is
place
slay.
you're talking
They're
about.
probably
That place
one
is
of-
amazing. They
It
have
is.
everything.
You know what? I'm gonna shout out Academy Duello anyway because I like them. I got my green cord there. Joe, who's
Yeah, look
watching,
out.
his colleague, his partner in his Blue Skies comic, Hugh, was my instructor,
Wow.
which was very cool. Very good instructor. If you want to learn longsword or rapier or other fighting skills,
What is a green cord in?
Oh,
Like,
I
what is
did
that
longsword.
Okay. I
Green
see.
quarter is the same as a yellow belt. It basically gives you the right to spend money on classes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I wasn't sure if you did like if there's green chords for bow staff or.
I actually would really
that
like
could
to
be.
learn more quarter stuff there. There's an Aikido place nearby, but I'm not sure I want to cross that final boundary of nerddom into learning
Doug,
Aikido.
Are
Yes.
you trying to slow us down?
Oh, I'm not trying, but I'm succeeding. Erik.
I want Jonas to go into the kitchen if we're not already in the kitchen. Some front doors open right into the kitchen, but
This one doesn't.
Weird.
Okay. I want Jonas to find the kitchen and open the drawer underneath the cupboard underneath the sink.
Okay.
What?
What?
To find sugar?
So that's currently breaking and
It's
entering.
throwing us off.
There's something weird going on here.
Okay.
B&E. Jeez. Don't break in, kids.
Yeah, do what you like.
Okay.
Commit crimes.
But you know
Pretty
what?
cool.
I want this to happen, so we're going straight through.
Okay, cool.
Because I just don't think you're going to make the roll. So walking past the stairwell through the main atrium, we find ourselves in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Sounds like a nice
Jonas pulls the
house.
drawer under the sink. He's still a little dazed from meeting a talking dog.
Yeah, that was a little
You know
weird.
what? I didn't realize how thematic that is for our current guest, having a talking dog on today.
That is incredible.
Oh my
The odds of that.
goodness.
Not 2 hours ago, I was sat in a boardroom writing talking dog dialogue, and here I am faced with another talking Pomeranian.
Are you allowed to talk about that?
I suppose a little
Let's not talk
in
about it.
We'll do it at
vagaries.
the end. We'll do it at the end.
Okay, we're doing a talking dog TV show. All right,
right.
let's move on.
Guess what it is.
I have 45 minutes remaining.
Ooh.
Under the
All
sink.
right.
What's under the sink?
So we're looking at the cupboard under the sink or the drawer under the sink?
There's
The
a drawer
thing
under
that you
the
open
sink.
like this. I don't know which is the difference between which is.
A cupboard opens with a door. A drawer pulls out on slides.
I
Yeah.
want the
There are cupboards under the
cupboard.
sinks. I was a cabinet maker for a while. I made a few of those.
I mean, it makes sense.
I'm sorry. I didn't
I
hear.
love that you. You're like, I gotta know.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
No,
buddy.
that's. I've got to
Really?
stay on top of these
I
levels.
really would like to learn what's underneath the cupboard.
The cupboard under the sink.
Cupboard under the sink. Yeah.
Okay, in the cupboard under the sink, we have a paper bag full of plastic bags. We have a 2 liter of detergent, 1 liter of bleach, and a clear spray bottle with a clear liquid in it.
I want Jonas to take the lid off of the clear liquid and drink some of it.
Oh,
no,
what?
No.
Yeah, that's what I want him to do.
Roll, please.
I'm going to.
Sweeten the deal.
Yeah, I'm going to sweeten the deal with 1 token.
Okay, so now the roll will be successful on a 5+.
Unless I have some sort of skill, you never know. It's a 3.
3.
And so actually there is a skill that pertains to that. Jonas takes the lid off the bottle and drinks what appears to be white vinegar.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
So we've
safe.
We've discerned that this is white vinegar.
Yeah, is there any other way you might want to say what happened there?
We learned it. We learned
For absolutely no reason. It wasn't quite clear on what you meant.
Right.
And now I know.
We figured it out.
Yeah, so then what happens? Jonas feels great, by the way. It didn't affect him at all.
Well, tasty. It's the tastiest kind of vinegar.
I disagree.
disagree.
Malt vinegar is the
Yeah.
tastiest. White vinegar is the most
balsamic.
versatile.
What is-
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're
okay,
right,
okay.
actually, Piers.
Malt and balsamic vinegar are fine on
Sorry,
foods.
chat.
The best thing to have just to drink
By the spoon.
is white vinegar.
Oh, thanks for
By
the
the gulp.
host. That's sketchy. I don't know when that happened. I don't know the delay, but
Oh, cool. Thank
that's
you.
sketchy. Now hosting us.
What
Hell
a
yeah.
legend.
Oh, and so is Corbin. Sly Quipper is the
Oh, you're the best. Making my
person who
day.
animated our transitions.
Yeah,
Thank you very
Corbin's
much.
very talented. That is more exciting than getting more gems.
These
Oh, let's not be crazy.
are
Don't get
letting all
carried
the followers
away.
know that, like, listen, you should be watching this. You should be watching a man drink vinegar after having talked to a talking dog. And, instead of doing what
He's
else?
freaking out, surely.
Jonas? No,
Yeah.
he's fine. Doug just said that he's fine.
He
He's
was not
fine.
fine. Well, he was like,
I want Jonas to... No, he's totally fine.
When
I
you
want
came-
Jonas to go upstairs. and peek around.
Can I interject?
Yeah, you can interject. That costs 3 tokens.
I have to pay it and then we roll off, right?
Yeah,
Or no?
that's right.
Yeah.
Do I only pay it if I win? No,
No,
I've got to
No,
you
actually
pay
do
it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
otherwise, where's the fun in that?
Yeah.
1. Oh my
3.
gosh. So.
Unfortunately, control remains
I'm
in the
extremely
hands.
good at this game.
You got that magic
Yeah,
hand.
so Jonas goes upstairs.
Yeah, that's correct. He does.
Yeah.
The doors, there are 3 doors at the top of the stairs, and they're all closed. One to your left, one forward, and one to the right.
I wanted to head straight ahead, go straight ahead, and open the door straight forward, and learn what's inside. Figure out what's in there.
Okay, Jonas opens the door.
Yeah.
You go in. It looks like a guest bedroom, so it's got just white old bed linens and things, some motelish art, a couple of nightstands, and a built-in closet. There is a window that is overlooking, because you're on the second story. You can hear through the slightly cracked window more of that arguing from before.
Right, I remember that.
That really interesting thing happening nearby.
It's
Yeah,
not
something
necessarily interesting. It's just
something that Doug find out.
Well, it's the most interesting
and
thing happening
intended for us to do probably.
right now.
I don't mind if you never go there at all.
I want Jonas to snoop around in here, see if he can find anything interesting
So
this room.
yeah, like in the drawers in the cupboard.
Yeah, in the cupboards, in the drawers.
We're all learning
maybe
something.
Opening the closets.
Ooh, sliding closet.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the closet first. Now, this is where it starts. It feels a little personal to Jonas to be doing this, to be rummaging through
Oh
someone's
yeah, he
things.
has to roll for that.
Because under a sink is kind of common space, like you know what's going to be there. But looking in a drawer next to a bed is kind of an invasion of privacy. So he feels he starts trying to resist.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make him do it. So I'm gonna sweeten the pot. You're making me roll, right?
I am, yeah.
I'm gonna sweeten the pot with 1 token
Okay, let's do it.
and rolling it up. And I got 5.
So that's an automatic win.
Snoop.
We open the closet up, and inside you see some linens.
Yeah.
Behind the linens is a Book of Mormon.
Ooh.
Oh wow! I've learned something interesting about Rasmus.
Get out of this house. Nah, no
Razzmatazz
offense,
just lives
but-
here. Razzmatazz couldn't even get up to that shelf.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't even know if the door was locked. It's too high up. Does Jonas know anything about Mormonism?
You can ask him.
That's weird. I don't think I've ever communicated with Jonas before. Jonas, hello.
Oh
Can you hear
no.
me? Jonas, what do you know about Mormonism?
They seem nice.
Okay. I want Jonas to open that book
branding.
and start reading.
As he
Wow.
opens the book, you see that the margins are just filled with notes
Whoa.
in some kind of glyphs you don't understand.
Okay. Interesting. In the margins, eh? I want Jonas to... Hey, come on.
A curious place for notes.
Now that we
in an
are
otherwise
clear that they're
full
in the
book.
margins, we can move on.
When you point that out...
One second, everyone. We've just got a note from I can't see that far, but Dree GRX Gaming. I don't want to interrupt, but I don't think Erik is being picked up right. It sounds like he's coming through the other mics. Is the switch on the top of your mic on?
It is.
And you are
It is,
this
yeah.
one, and we've got...
Hello. It's me.
Thank you for interrupting.
Yeah, no, thank you for
Yeah.
doing that.
Can
We really
pause?
appreciate
Pause,
it.
Pause, pause.
Oh, yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
37 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. If someone in chat could tell us if we're still not picking up Erik.
Hello, it's me, Erik. I'm speaking on the mic.
Yeah, that actually does look pretty low.
Speaking
Is
into
the
the
gain
void.
the gain is all the way up. This is plugged in.
Wow.
Is
Oh,
that-
wow.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Oh, you know what?
It was not plugged
it
in.
was a bit loose.
The XLR cable was bent. Look, I guess it's like a
Oh,
kink
it's
in
like
a
a
hose.
kink, yeah.
I didn't know that happened. It's probably
So sound moves much like water
Almost exactly.
moves through rubber.
Yeah,
does sound move like water.
it does. Yeah,
In this scenario, it has.
Oh, I guess it moves in like a
In
waves.
waves?
Yeah.
yeah just like
Oh.
water.
Water.
Yeah, I sound so good now. It's
do.
actually like shocking.
I've been trained at 2 different radio stations, and I still ask that question. And I still make all
well,
these mistakes.
Yeah.
That's your prerogative, man.
Yeah.
Community radio.
It's my brand.
I want Jonas to ignore these.
1 second, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that
continue
makes
the
sense.
timer.
I'd like Jonas to
Alright.
ignore these codes and notes
How
and
can you
sigils.
ignore them?
It's pretty interesting, but I want him to learn about Mormonism. I want him to read the Book of Mormon.
Is
I
this
can't.
like secret Mormonism?
Would
I
you like
think
to
should
interject?
I'd like to
interfere.
interject and just try and wrest control from this maniac.
Okay,
demon.
please say
Towards
three.
something
Yeah.
interesting.
3, and I pay them whether I win
Drop
or
them in the
lose,
pot.
Yeah, you do.
Right? Goodbye, sweet gems.
But you have the advantage in the roll.
Oh my
4.
god, Eric, you're dominating.
I'm so good at
You
this
know
game.
what? Can I do it again, just like twice in a row? I'm really sick of listening.
I'm gonna let you pay 2 for this one.
Oh,
Oh,
dope.
yeah, sick.
Let's do it.
Get Eric out.
4.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's swap these dice around. But Eric, you still have control. It just seems like that one's rolling a lot of ones.
Yeah.
It could happen. It could be short on the 1-6
I
axis.
did roll a 6 on it before, so I don't know.
You used
Yeah.
up all the luck.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I sucked
You wasted
out.
it. You actually wasted
The
it.
devil.
He's a little loud, but we can hear him now. Good call, because I put that up too far. How is that?
How's that? There's a delay, so we're not going to know how it is.
Auto mod stopped a message from
with
Joe
your
that I'm
viewers.
I'm actually
Worldly
gonna
living.
allow.
Joe's trustworthy, so
He said, put it back after we fixed the audio.
You and me both, buddy.
Joe's a very funny guy. That's a joke, obviously.
It's a
my voice is
joke?
incredible, and everybody wants to hear it.
So what's happening?
I want. I won the roll off, so
Yeah.
I
You
think
did twice.
he's reading the Book of Mormon and learning
What do you want
about.
to do with the book? If you're going to ignore it, are you going to put it back? Or are you going to
No,
put
no.
it?
I want him to ignore the sigils and glyphs. I want him to read the words.
Oh, okay.
And learn about like the prophets Joseph and the golden.
Aren't you
things.
curious about these secret prophets, though? That might be.
I personally.
This is like the
am not.
Mormonism that might control the world.
Yeah, I want to read these. I want to read about Mormonism. I want to learn about how Jesus came from America.
Don't you want to know about potential other demons who could threaten you or like take over your role in Jonas's head?
I find it interesting that you're so curious about religion.
I'm
It almost seems like you're on a direct path to find God, drinking mysterious chemicals and just reading the good book. Oh,
Jacob
this isn't the good
57.
book. This is
Jacob 57. And it came to pass that the matter of the vineyard saw it, and he said unto his servant, It grieveth me that I should lose this tree. Wherefore go and pluck the branches from a wild olive tree, and bring them hither unto me, and we will pluck off those main branches which are beginning to wither away, and we will cast them into the fire, that they may be burned.
thrilling stuff.
I think that we've
Fascinating.
learned a very valuable lesson today.
I know that we have.
Yeah, I think Tahlia agrees.
Yeah, that's a cosign right there, if I've
Yeah.
ever heard one.
I'm not happy about it, but I know that we have.
Okay, now I would like. I want Jonas to crack the code on these glyphs. So, can Jonas look for some sort of like connection between the glyphs and maybe the page numbers?
Roll, please.
Yeah,
I'm
It's
just
a 2.
can't believe I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing, so don't worry
I
about
know,
it.
but I want to guess to get extra points.
You're wasting a lot of time for someone who's not in the lead.
Yeah, I know. It's
All right.
just
And if you could bid for control, please.
Alright.
We're bidding for control now.
And it is a new thing that when you run out, you got to say
Okay,
Shouldn't have stored them in my shirt pocket.
and reveal.
I got 1.
I did 4.
I did 4 as
We
well.
go a little
Oh.
bit higher. All right, and that's a roll off between Piers and Tahlia. I almost said Piers
you
and
got the
Erik.
lucky dice.
Do I?
It's hard not to say Piers and Erik.
Yeah, it's.
Oh right,
You did
lucky
get the lucky
dice. I got a 6.
I'm gonna
just
be
for
swapping
anyone
them out
who
for
wants
next
to know. Yeah, I think someone needs to send us some new dice.
Yeah, if you'd like to
We'll
send
tell
us some
everyone
dice,
about
just
it.
send us
Yeah.
a little DM.
Or just some cash or
Okay.
money or.
Cash is fine.
Canadian Thai
Venmo.
money is preferred.
I'd like a pizza.
Bitcoin, pizza, always
Piers
good.
is feeling a little peckish, so.
We'll put our address online so you can send pizza to us. Okay,
You can get pizza near Academy Duello.
Shut up.
This is so weird.
Yeah, we're wasting time.
I want Jonas to go back into the kitchen and rummage around in just like the stuff drawer where people just keep this
Oh,
stuff.
you're gonna get. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always obvious where the junk drawer is.
Is
Not
it?
so much the drunk drawer.
The junk drawer.
Not so
The
much
drunk
the
drawer?
junk drawer, but the drawer where you might keep your like sunnies and
I don't see how it would be obvious for that.
just
to
open
happen.
them until you find like sunnies, wallet, keys, just the things you would take.
Oh, like a valet stand.
Yeah. I want him to find that section.
Hmm.
Okay. So he goes back down the stairs, and you see in the non-kitchen part of the drawers, like the bit that would be under maybe like for instance, the microwave.
Yeah.
In our scenario, maybe the phone. 2 drawers left and right.
I have to pick one.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Of course.
It's a role-playing
left.
Oh,
Pull,
oh no.
the left drawer, and you hear a really sharp jangle.
Jonas, are you going to keep talking?
Go on.
Jonas, tell me what's in the drawer.
I think Jonas knows as much as you.
He can see. I can't.
Okay.
It's a lot of you can, but it's a lot of. It's just so many medical scissors.
Oh,
Oh.
that's not what I want.
Oh, so I think this is like a first aid kit drawer.
Oh, I'm talking
That's
like
just medical
Dominated
scissors?
by medical
like
scissors.
100 pairs of medical
Overstocked
scissors.
on.
You need, how many pairs do you need?
On closer inspection, there's
Usually
some
just one.
forceps.
I would say more than one is an obsession.
Well, 2
What
is
if-
you can have one for backup, but maybe more than 2 is an obsession.
It makes
yeah.
sense to have a lot if you have them scattered around the house because then you've got them.
Right.
In
Like the
case of
band-aids are at one
emergency.
end of the house, or like the bandage roll. The scissors are at the other end. So
Well,
if there's an
in-
emergency, you just gotta go like beeline to all these different
Yeah,
locations.
make it as hard as possible.
In hospitals, when they use scissors, they use them once in a surgery or for a
Of course.
purpose. Then they sterilize them. Then they go into a box, and then doctors can just take them home.
All right, so maybe we're in a Mormon doctor's house, but
Do you think that we've learned that we're in a doctor's house?
I think that's fair to say.
I think it probably is.
can I check the right drawer?
Yeah, but I'm gonna make you roll for it
I
because
don't-
Jonas is starting to get really sketchy now that he thinks he's in a doctor's house.
3.
Unfortunately, it's time to bid for control.
Oh, shit. Oh, take a token. No, we do it after.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you
Don't
guys
take
take
a
one
token.
before?
I did.
I did not.
I think you lost your
Ah.
chance, in my
Nope.
opinion.
I'm
You
taking
can have it.
Yeah.
And
I'm
reveal.
a first timer.
Okay.
Talia, I saw that on camera.
Yeah, I did. I
Please,
didn't take
please do it
one.
higher for the. Just because I've got some assets on
Hey.
screen.
I've got 2.
Looks
Piers
like
has
Piers
way
has
more.
4.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
went all in
Ooh.
on this one.
Piers, have you had control yet?
No, this is why I'm very eager because I don't trust. It's funny. Like every time someone else, I didn't trust you, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Taylor's on my side. We're doing this." And then as soon as you got control, I stopped.
There's
trusting
no
you.
sides. And
No,
everyone is Jonas.
I'm aware, but I believed it. Anyways, Jonas, I want you to book it out of this house. There's a fight going on across the street, and I want you to go check it out.
Hell yeah.
Gladly. As you get closer to the fight, you hear one big gruff voice. And
It's Razzmatazz.
one voice appears that is eerily recognizable to you, but you're not sure why. But it sounds weird to you. You don't like it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, Jonas doesn't recognize it at all.
Oh, but I don't like it.
You don't like it.
Well, Eric's right here, so
It's probably it can't be me because I'm here.
exactly.
So
I
it's
don't know
probably
who
not
else.
me in the fight.
As you get closer
I would assume.
to Ontario and 18th,
Jonas, what do you see?
well, you hear before you see, Merrick, you can't do that.
Oh no. Oh no, this guy's trouble. I know all about this guy. Jonas, run towards them.
Jonas runs.
Oh wow, you're not gonna make him roll for that? Running towards a big gruff voice.
No, I'm not
and
actually.
a little
Oh, wow.
voice. And
Damn.
a little voice.
I pushed my
sassy.
I pushed my luck on that. A little bit.
Should have read those glyphs.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have.
Jonas does stop, however, when he sees the 2 voices. He recognizes a man from before, someone that he had a different, not the best experience
Oh,
with,
boy.
someone he threw a wallet at, actually. It's a
What's that
6'2", I believe. Let's scroll back up. A 6'2" man in his middle ages, actually.
Your submission, right?
This guy's trouble. We don't want to mess around with Merrick.
He's wearing a singlet despite the a wife beater Do you say singlet in this country?
You're saying both.
I've never heard someone say singlet. Ignore Erik.
So, wearing a white beater that says "Live free or fuck my wife." He's got on a backwards MAGA hat with the shades forwards on the hat.
Oh, that's not a good sign. He only does that when he's really pissed.
Backwards on the back of his head.
It's not in party mode.
No.
And he looks really
he's
angry.
in beast mode.
He's holding a giant black chess piece knight.
What?
Wait, how big is giant? Because normal
Yeah.
size is like this big, right?
It's about 12 inches, 1 foot, or 30 centimeters.
All right, how many millimeters? I can't calculate that.
300.
Okay, that's good.
So if you were like desperate at Winners or Home Sense and you're like, I just need something to put in my living room to make it look different.
Classy.
Yeah, so you have like a little like this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really dumb. I'm into it.
classy.
I'm into it. It's not classy.
It's super classy.
No.
It's chess.
No.
It's not something crass like a videoed game or something like that.
All right.
Only-
They're trying to slow me down. I see what this game is.
The other man who is holding a white pawn is 5'7" and could be described as having a body built for puffy vests. He to some people would say he looks like a young Robert California, and he's wearing a Journalist for Obama t-shirt, a puffy vest, cargo shorts, and sandals.
Well, I mean, aside from the sandals, that sounds exactly like me.
It sounds very similar to
I
someone
gotta
I
say,
know.
I like this
named
guy.
Piers.
Just gut feeling. He likes Obama. I like Obama. We got a lot in common.
I think him and Jonas could be buddies just based on their
Jonas,
outfits.
we're going to intervene on this guy's behalf. I want Jonas to call out to them. Ask them if they're okay. Ask them if they have dads.
Ask them if they have dads.
In that order, please. Are you okay? Do you have dads?
Could you roll, please?
Absolutely. I'm going to...
Sweeten the deal?
Sweeten the deal.
Sweeten this pot a little bit.
Just one token you put in?
Yeah, just one token.
Okay. You can put in more
Sorry,
if
you
you
sounded
wanted to.
surprised. I know, but I'm running low.
Okay. That's good info for me.
5.
And that's a
5.
5. Jonas, could
Congratulations.
you remind me of what he says?
Are you guys okay? Do you have dads?
Jesus.
Do you have dads?
Yeah, like do either of them have dads?
No.
Oh,
I'm
are you asking me?
Yeah.
Like I have a dad.
I'm doing
yeah.
it off mic. They can't hear me.
Got it.
Yeah.
They can hear. I'm sure they can hear
I'm
me.
sure.
I have a dad. Yeah.
Okay, this it's relevant to the story. I was just
I
curious.
have a dad.
Yeah, does everyone have a dad?
Wait,
I got
no.
a dad.
Everyone's got a dad.
I do.
Everyone's
Yeah.
got a dad.
All right, cool.
Love my
So
dad.
Jonas shouts,
Team dad.
"Are you okay? Do you have dads?" The larger one, who we've heard referred to as Merrick, turns and says, "Yeah, what of it?"
Oh man, I think we've learned something today. Merrick has a dad.
Does the other guy say anything? Jonas, just wait and see if he says anything.
He says, "Yes, and I'm okay. Thanks for asking."
We've
Okay.
learned 2 things today. They both have dads.
What can I do here? What can I do? Jonas, I want you to tell them they're mistaken. You're their father. We're going to break up this fight. We're going to confuse them a little bit.
That's a roll. That lie is definitely.
I completely understand.
Pretty audacious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to sweeten the pot a little bit with another 1.
All right.
Oh, God.
no.
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
It's the lowest possible number that you
Jonas
can roll on that
says,
die.
On any die.
"Who's your daddy?"
That's the worst thing he could have said to Merrick.
That is catastrophically terrible.
That's not good at all.
Merrick looks like a cartoon character, with like a thermometer, with the red rushing up from his feet to his head. You can see it all the way through his delts.
Oh,
and
no.
his,
He's cartoon beast mode.
yeah, he's gone cartoon beast mode. And he says, "You want to say that to my face?"
Jonas, go say that to his face.
You're gonna have to roll for that. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm not going to sweeten the pot this time. Jonas.
Oh wait, you know what? You
Because I just
You
lost.
lost the roll before, so we're bidding for control. But that's what happened.
Okay.
You're off the hook.
Oh, yeah.
Having
Thank
to
goodness.
roll. So bid for control, everyone.
All right.
Okay.
I know you could hear, Joe. That was what we call in the industry a bit.
He won't get it.
Yeah, it's an industry thing. If you could reveal, please.
I have 2.
4.
0.
And Tahlia, everyone take one.
Okay.
Did you just keep 3?
I put 3 in, yes, and I kept 1.
That's not what I said to do, but I'll allow it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great. Jonas.
This is what our home life is like.
Yeah, just Doug
That's
tells
brutal.
me what to do, and I do the same thing but in a different way. He gets
Exerting
upset.
your individuality.
Yeah,
Sounds
exactly.
healthy.
I approve.
Yeah, it's great.
I've learned a lot.
So Jonas,
I think we've all
search-
learned a lot, by the way.
search this man. What
Search
is-
him?
Search
What did you
him.
say?
You're gonna
Search-
search Marek Slavanovic?
What does Merrick have on him?
Well, I mean, that's not his name. But sure.
Oh, sorry.
All right. That's a great name. I
What is
wish
his
that was
last
his
name?
No, well, you'd have to ask him.
Search him. I don't care about his name. I want his
Search him.
stuff.
That's a definitely roll.
All right.
A lot of rolling in this episode.
2.
2. Oh.
Boo.
That's
Would you
a-
like to, as a pro rata, sweeten the deal?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. This is a one-time only.
So I
to
add
remind
1,
You.
You're going to have to add more than 1, I would
2.
assume.
You're gonna have to add 2.
and can I use like? I think one of my skills applies here.
Yeah, that's obviously.
Oh,
well,
and
you
then
would
it's
have to
taking
pay
it
a lot
up.
more.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sick. So I search him.
Wow, it worked. And
Amazing.
Jonas runs up, reaches into.
All of his pockets at the same time. He does like a little crab grab.
Reaches into
Front
his.
back pockets. For some reason, this guy has really tiny hips. He
He
always
has to like
skips leg
tighten the
day.
pants around him as he's reaching in.
Yeah.
That's an impressive maneuver, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is
Nice to meet
impressive
you.
man.
He snatches.
He's clean.
Excuse me, we have 20 minutes remaining. Jonas snatches the Livestrong branded fanny pack off of Merrick.
Oh, right. What's in it?
So I just want to say now that if Jonas looks in it now, that's time for Merrick to perform an action.
Run off.
I think it's worth it.
Merrick's going to beat us up.
I don't think that's a problem.
Do you care about Jonas?
Here's the
Jonas's
thing.
instinct is
No.
to run, so that's not going to be...
Okay,
Not a
cool.
roll.
that's not a roll. Could you just roll this 20-sided for me, though, please?
I may.
We should keep one over there.
That's a 5.
And let me have that, please.
Ooh.
I don't know who I'm rolling on behalf of.
So Jonas starts running, and you think he's going to get away, and then through his nervous system, you feel a big hand on your shoulder.
Okay, who is it? Turn around and see who it is.
Who do you think it is?
It could be someone else. Doug's crazy.
It's Merrick.
That's true.
It's Merrick, and he's
Oh, the biggest surprise.
it's Merrick, and he's staring
I
you
can't
down.
believe it.
He's staring you down, just smiling, trying to diffuse the situation.
Okay, then look in his fanny pack.
What?
Oh, it's very similar to a racist teen that's gone viral yesterday.
I see.
Yeah.
He's being a real douchebag about it. Okay.
Topical current events.
Bad stuff.
Always
Bad
ages
stuff.
well.
What is Jonas?
I would just
Hey.
want him to look in the fanny pack.
Just look in the fanny pack.
He's gonna get beat up. He might as well see if he can get something out of it.
Okay. So inside the fanny pack, let's go slow mo.
Okay. We're learning what's in the fanny
Jonas
pack.
is very quick at looking over things. Okay, that's a skill that I've said that he has, and that was very eloquent of me.
We look at Jonas' stuff constantly. Almost every episode we
He's
do.
got a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's good at it.
and you're seeing through his eyes, so it's like when you look at in a first-person game. You could pause it and look around and
Oh,
maybe see
sure.
things that
Oh, okay.
that they wouldn't notice. So in
I
there
thought it
you
was
see-
like one of those movies where we get to like see through the eyes of an ant or a bee or something.
or like the alien.
Yeah, or the alien.
Yeah, it's just like that. So in there you see a Trump Hotels Privileges program card,
Oh wow.
a vape pen, a Zune, Microsoft Zune. You can't tell what's on it, but there is things on it, I'll tell you that. A well-used stress ball, 2 grams of cocaine, and a collapsible police baton. You have time for an action.
This guy doesn't sound good.
He
in my
sounds
opinion,
like
This
the
Merrick guy is
coolest
trouble.
guy ever.
sounds extremely uncool.
You just want that police baton.
Yeah, man. Beat up hippies. I don't mean that. There's nothing in there that I want that serves my goals, so I just want to throw it at him, run off again, get away
You're
out
going
of
to
this situation.
throw the bag?
Yeah, just at the ground, take off.
That actually does fall under fall under Jonas's. So is this a guess right here? Or are you just taking a note?
Don't worry about it. I'm
Okay.
guessing and or whatever. I'm updating my guess.
Okay. Maybe just give those to me at the end, I think.
Okay.
And we'll do that if everyone writes down their guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first, the one you're crossing out just says "get stuff?" ? How's that a guess? Anyway,
Don't steal a look at my...
What
don't
happened,
put it on the
Doug?
table.
What happened?
Jonas just manages to wriggle out. He does lose the fanny pack, as before, and he starts running west down 18th. Was it 18th? I think it was.
You wouldn't run west
It was
down
18th.
18th.
Yeah.
You'd run south down 18th. Wait, no, you wouldn't.
You would, and he
I'm
is.
wrong.
Don't worry, I have a map in front of me.
Yeah, sick. I've got a map in my brain. It's bad. Does Jonas run into any other people?
Along the way?
Yeah.
It's pretty sparse. He's coming up on Manitoba Street, which, as we've learned, is the 0 line. No, that was Ontario. I was completely wrong.
Anyway, so he's coming up to a bus stop where there's maybe some people around.
I don't think there are buses that run on 18th, unfortunately.
Just people.
You just want to go find some people?
I just want you to tell me when he...
Just keep
comes
running
across-
till he finds people.
Yeah.
Okay, Jonas, while scared, actually does bump into someone
Oh, wow. I'd like to intrude, please.
Oh, come on.
at the point when he
this
bumps
needs
into
to
this person.
happen.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, pay 3.
Okay, I'm paying 3, and we're rolling.
Roll off. Sick.
4. Ah, shit.
How does failure feel?
Doesn't feel that bad.
It doesn't
actually.
feel
It's
good.
okay.
I've experienced it during this stream with myself. We've actually got a group getting together to talk about it after this, if you want to join.
So
Okay.
he bumps into a teenage girl who looks kind of athletic, wearing black Lululemon leggings, dark green sweater, white trainers, and a sweatband around her head. I'll say that this character was submitted by one Rubber Possum, who is an alias of someone in this room.
What did I put in her inventory?
I think we've learned
Interesting.
who that alias is of.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonas, can you ask this teenage girl if she has any cigarettes on her, please?
So he's just bumped into her. Bumped into her. She's
Got a
stumbled
smoke
forwards a bit.
Can I bum a lung off you?
Please roll.
Okay. Oh, for goodness sake.
It's a
That
1.
was a 1.
I've got bum lungs, says Jonas at the top of his voice, and she just bolts. Bit for
Understandable.
control.
All right.
Oh, man.
And reveal.
I got 2.
2.
0.
Oh, it's me
Okay.
and Piers.
I'm out.
You're out.
Yeah.
You're out.
What? I thought we
It's new rules.
New rules.
Yeah, unfortunately. Tahlia, you're out for the rest of the session.
All right.
Shall we, sir?
It's 1-on-1 now.
Can
5.
you just sit back and
6.
enjoy this?
God damn it.
Or
You can still interject as
Interject.
wallet and stuff.
Please, I wish you would. I want to know more about this character that you just frightened away.
yeah.
This alter ego of yours. Okay, I
Oh,
have
she's not me.
No, the person who submitted it was
I
an alter
submitted
ego.
the character.
Oh, I see.
I'm not a
I see.
teenage girl
No,
who has
obviously.
Lululemon.
I assumed it was an alter ego you
Tahlia,
had.
you could
Oh,
you
sure.
could definitely play down.
Play down.
Yeah, that's the term,
Oh,
I
right.
think.
Like I could pass as a teenage girl.
Yeah, you could play a teenager in a TV show.
Nice. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well,
You're
actually,
welcome.
are you an actor?
No.
You probably couldn't. then.
Specifically not.
That might get in your way.
Yes.
That's
what's
really
going
debatable. Okay, so this kid has run off with her cigarettes. They're gone.
We don't know if
We
she
don't
has
know
cigarettes
if she has
yet.
cigarettes, but
I
she
don't
has
remember
her own.
if she does.
Let's assume she looked like the type.
She's running really fast with excellent form.
She's gone. She's gone.
she's a
I'm not even
teenager.
thinking. Jonas, I'm in control of you again. Look around. See, I want to see who's in the area. Who are the closest people? Jonas,
It looks like a few more athletic people around that are staring.
anyone young? Are there any children around?
Oh no.
They're
Just
all,
trust me.
They're all around.
Jonas,
I don't. I
just
refuse
trust
to
me.
trust.
They all look to be between the ages of 13 and 18.
Great. I'll take one of the 13-year-olds.
Oh, you take
do you mean?
one.
This will do.
Well, what do you
This
mean you'll
Sorry.
take
will
one?
do. Jonas, I need you to run over there.
I don't
to
know,
this.
man.
Well, we all have our goals.
You
We
want
all
Jonas
have our goals. I
to
need
take
Jonas.
a 13-year-old.
That's not what I said.
You
That's
did.
exactly
what-
specifically.
I
way.
said I'll take it, not Jonas will take this child.
Okay.
You know what? Fine. Find one of the 18-year-olds. Happy? Great. Jonas, run over to the first person that looks of legal age to make
Legal
everyone-
age of what?
Of what?
I don't
We're
know.
in BC,
voting.
bro.
Oh yeah, so
So none of them. How
Okay,
are you to
we're
vote?
gonna stop dragging Piers over the
yeah.
coals here.
Come on. We all know
Alright.
what I mean.
Yeah, okay.
I actually don't yet, but I'm excited to learn.
Voting age? Is that a
Okay.
better term for you?
Sure.
Sure.
Great. Voting
voting
slash military age.
Oh yeah.
What is that in this country? It's 18?
It varies from province to province.
I don't know.
doesn't
I
it?
have never been in the military before, so
But what about voting?
I'm gonna say, well,
voting is 18. I
it's
think.
18
18
everywhere. Okay.
Federally, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, so he goes over to the most 18-looking-year-old.
Yes.
Oh,
right.
18-year-old looking.
Jonas, I need you to do me a very special favor. I need you to persuade this kid that you're their dad. I thought it would be easier with a younger child, but I really got dragged for that. So
Okay.
here we are.
It's only because of your phrasing of I want to go and get the 13-year-old, or I want to get
I said I'll
one
take
that is
it.
of legal
Yeah,
age.
you'll
I'll
take
take
a
it.
13-year-old. Just
Okay,
you're just
but
another entitled.
we know this is a lot more
Listen,
wholesome.
guys.
This is a lot more wholesome than we thought.
Yeah.
Please
Very.
roll,
It's
though.
extremely normal.
Got a whole bunch of dirty minds up in this house.
It's very normal stuff.
Before you roll, would you like to sweeten the pot?
Yeah, I will sweeten it
You
by
should, 'cause
one
this
here.
sounds pretty tough.
All right. And
Do we know which die that was?
oh
magic one.
no!
If you believe it's the magic one.
you know what? Yeah, she's right. She's always right. 5.
Jonas says, I'm your dad.
I'm your father.
Do your
Definitely your
chores.
stepdad.
All right, that's a reference to someone who doesn't need a shout out, but get one anyway, John Daly.
Big thanks to John Daly.
The girl starts to
I'm
starts
getting my
to tear
earpiece.
up, starts to tear up, and she always said, "I always thought you would be older."
Jonas, say no, and then look around for the next kid. We got a lot of ground to cover here, buddy.
I want to interject.
A lot of ground.
I need
Alright.
to interject.
All right.
Roll off.
I'm
roll
rolling it
off.
off.
Oh no! Oh,
Whoa!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
that's
I'm
a
so
clip.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
I
That-
don't know how. If anybody in the chat knows how I can set up my soundboard for in case that happens, then
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it. Don't feel bad. Don't
Oh,
feel bad. We're talking about the clipping.
double.
right now.
It's snake eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
You both rolled one.
We
We
both
both rolled
rolled
ones.
ones.
But because Erik is the one interjecting, he has advantage.
That's-
Yeah.
this.
I respect that.
Yes.
Okay.
I've done what I set out to do.
paid them precious gems.
Yes.
I want Jonas to ask this girl's name.
Why are you
This
still
is
talking to this kid?
something that
we
I
did what we came here to
prepared
do.
earlier. This girl's name. Let's find someone in the age range.
How does Jonas ask? Does he just straight up say,
Oh, the person who is the.
"What is your name?"
Yeah, he just says, "Hey, what's your name, please?"
Please, it's so polite.
Yeah, he's saying it in a very friendly demeanor. He's saying it
He
in a very
doesn't-
friendly way.
Say like, "Who are you?"
I was caught up in the
Wait.
moment and I didn't use someone off of our list, so I'm gonna have to make this up.
Wow.
Yeah, this is what we call live improv without stalling.
Amazing.
Yeah,
So
That's what I'd call this. Yeah.
Liz,
Liz.
Oh, Liz.
that's some
Liz.
good improv.
you can get improv classes at Academy Duello.
I don't.
That's
believe
where
that-
I learned improv, if you could tell.
I don't believe that you can. I want to ask. I want Jonas to ask Liz what her favorite movie is.
Okay.
Are you? What are you up to?
My favorite movie is Project X, says Liz.
Whoa, tell me about that movie, please. I've never heard of that.
Oh, well, thanks for asking, Dad. I'm glad you want to learn my interests. Project X is based off a party that happened in Australia that made national news, and the kid from that party sold the rights to that story, and an American company made a film based on this story of a huge house party gone crazy, and there's a man with a flamethrower, there's a helicopter, somebody gets hit.
Whoa. I'm glad I learned about it because it sounds like a great movie.
I'm glad too.
I would want to know if Liz would want to watch it together sometime. A little father-daughter bonding.
Okay, that's creepy.
That's not creepy.
That's the creepiest thing that's happened so far.
Is it?
That's
though?
the creepiest thing. That's happened so far?
Absolutely. You and I are both aware you're not this girl's father.
I'll just have to call my mom, but I can't.
Great. I want Jonas to ask what
Aren't
her.
you worried that the mom will not know you, not recognize you,
Not especially.
deny that you're her father?
I wanna ask about her friends. Who's your best friend?
Oh, no. Oh.
You just ran into her, actually. Her name's Eleanor.
Wow, I'm glad we learned about Eleanor's name. Tell me about Eleanor a little bit. What's Eleanor like? How did you become friends, and why are you friends?
She starts to look a little bit confused at this.
Okay.
Why?
She's seen documentaries on grooming.
Why do you want to know that, Dad?
Well, it's just that I've been out of your life for so long, and I feel forever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've never met before, and I feel like shit, to be honest. And I'm trying to make up for it. I'm trying to like connect with you.
By having you tell me about another girl.
I just want to know all about her, you know, and for a child, a lot of your personality is wrapped up in your social circle.
A teenage boy steps in
Good argument.
and says,
Thank you very much.
Very well done.
"Dude, how do we know you're not lying?"
Who's this punk?
But he said it in a Canadian accent, actually. I didn't do that, but he did.
Okay, it was not bad. It was okay.
I didn't even attempt, so thank you.
You're integrating very well.
We've been practicing.
I want Jonas to point out that that's actually a really good point, and ask him what he thinks.
Oh, that's the perfect answer.
The best thing you can do is get advice from teen
What do you
boys.
think?
I can't remember my question, in all honesty.
How do we know you're not lying?
Yeah, how do we know you're not lying?
Jonas asks, "What do you think?"
No, I want Jonas to point out. First of all, that's a really good point. Good job on that. What do you think?
And he says, "You got to show us your badge."
Badge? Does Dad
Your
have
dad
badges? Your dad?
Can I contest?
You
Can I interject here?
Please do.
All right.
You put in 3.
Yeah, you put in 3 and then
And then
roll.
you have a roll off.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot.
If you don't have
Roll
3
off.
left, you can go all in.
Man.
And if you go all in,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an advantage of +1.
Well, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Do I really want to hear any more of this? You know what? I got 2 left. I'm going in.
It was
All
going
right.
all in.
Going all in.
This is so
Okay, let's
exciting.
see.
Ha ha. Oh,
3,
you did it anyway.
And he's got 4 + 1 is 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
Good math.
So you have
Thank you, I'm
control
really
of
good at
Jonas.
that.
Smart.
All right, Jonas, this kid's asking too many wise-ass questions. We got to get out of here. Jonas takes off in the opposite direction.
I agree, he does. The opposite direction, which is east down 18th, back towards Manitoba.
Beautiful part of town. If you're not out of town, drop by. Okay, so back down Manitoba. Is
He
that
has
back?
busks there sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
I do. I don't have an instrument. I just stand on the corner and talk. Sometimes people drop pity money.
It's riveting.
Am I going back towards where we left Merrick? And we never got the other guy's name.
Oh, no,
The
you never did.
handsome, charming one who loves Obama.
I mean, if you think that Robert California is handsome, then
I mean, yeah,
of course he
Yeah,
is.
I mean,
yeah. He would. He was young
Yeah.
when he was younger. Oh, chest fingers to James Spader.
Yeah.
No idea how to
running-
respond to that.
Running in
Okay.
that running in that direction. What's your sort of goal? Where you want him to arrive to?
Jonas, oh, God, I mean, thanks to some people, I feel like Merrick's gonna beat the piss out of me if I go back there. And then Razzmatazz is already gone. Let's just look for the next living people.
The next living people.
We
What
like
about
Jonas.
the
You were
next
just going
dead
down the
people?
street, and we go by them. They don't
Just
matter.
pass
They don't matter.
Do not
we're
stop for
booking it.
corpses.
That's
you
too
see
real.
someone coming. You can see someone coming quite quickly along the road on a longboard.
Take a chance.
And do what?
Close
Jonas,
line.
I want you to run over and just like wave your arms, get them to stop.
Please roll for that.
Can do.
5.
I'll allow it.
Come
So
on.
Jonas runs out onto the road, and the guy in a grey suit with a green mohawk, he skids to a stop on the tail of the longboard, expertly catching it in his hand and says, "What gives, dude?"
All right, Jonas.
This guy sounds cool.
I know, right? I want this kid.
I'm
now.
intimidated, to be honest.
This was character submitted by Jesse Boros, and I'm just reading something else about it. And go on.
All right, Jonas, here's what you got to do, buddy. You got to just tell this guy you are looking for your long-lost son. He lives in this area. You hear that he's like the best skateboarder in town.
Okay.
And no one can stand up to him.
I want to intrude, if I could.
Yeah, you could.
I want to
in the
go
middle
all
of
in with one.
I'm in the middle of a lie.
Oh, so everyone's out of tokens.
Everyone's out at this point.
All right.
So this is it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you lose control now, you're
You've got to
out.
keep this going.
5.
Unfortunately, Piers, you're out of the... Headphones off. You're out of the stream. You're
out.
out of the house.
That's it.
Get out.
Okay, I want to ask this fellow what made his hair that color.
How do you want to phrase that?
I want to say, excuse me, young fellow. How did your hair get so green? It's not normal for hair to be like that.
Well, some people would think that you would use hair dye,
Yeah?
but I found this new wonder drug downtown in the downtown east side.
Whoa, really? What is it? Tell me about it, please.
You got to show me your badge, dude.
I want Jonas to bluff by throwing open his jean jacket and displaying. Obviously, there's no badge there, but to throw open the jean jacket and then just close it as if he's just showing.
Could he
him
use something that he has though? We have a bag of holding.
I mean, we do have in there. I know we have a passport, someone else's
that's-
passport.
That's basically
ID,
like
and ID is
a badge.
But I do think that if he reaches into his backpack, pulls out a passport and
1
flashes
minute
it.
remaining.
Oh God, no! Just do the bluff. You just want to do this.
Okay, roll, please.
Okay. 4.
Jonas freezes up and doesn't make it.
Okay.
He's just so intimidated by this guy thinking
He's so
that,
cool, yeah.
obviously
Yeah,
thinking
he's
that
sick.
he's a cop, in case you guys didn't realize.
Yeah.
That he loses control. Everyone runs out of tokens and can no longer influence Jonas today, with 38 seconds left on the clock. So
Wow.
I think that maybe we picked the right amount of tokens.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
just
I think
barely
so.
made it.
Not bad.
Refined.
I think this worked out with the
Yeah.
refined rules. Now, first of all, would everyone like to pass me their guesses
Yes, I would love to.
of who they think?
I'm really hoping I've got some
So,
points.
yeah.
because
Tahlia-
I know I didn't achieve any of my goals.
Tahlia has
Goal.
guessed of Piers that he wants to convince someone Jonas is their dad. I'm going to call that a close enough.
Yeah, 1 point for Gryffindor.
I mean, I
Uh,
guess.
I mean Ravenclaw.
Oh, would you
anyway.
like to contest if that's...
Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to convince somebody that I was their father. That
Oh,
wasn't.
you were just trying to tell them.
No, I just wanted. Well,
You just wanted
should you
to
tell
say
them?
that.
You know what? I think you're right. That's a half point.
All right, half a point
I mean,
to
like
Ravenclaw.
respect and all, but that's not quite.
I had word for word almost the same guess for Pierce's
Oh, really?
goal.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll give you a half point
Hell yeah.
for that too. I haven't read it, but I'm just going to believe you when we
Yeah,
get
I
to
mean, I would
yours.
never lie. So.
You've accurately guessed
Talia,
my
you
methods.
guessed
Yes.
you guessed Eric's correctly
Yes.
at learn things. It
Oh.
says to learn new things. That is definitely close enough.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine.
Wow.
With that.
Yeah,
I thought
that was a pretty good goal.
I was way off.
Thank you.
All right, so
I
let's
like
look
it.
at Eric's guesses. Oh my god, I have too many bits of paper here.
3.
Convince someone Piers is their dad.
Yeah.
To smoke.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were looking for something a lot more specific than that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Piers guessed find God religion for Erik.
Nope.
Well, I thought like you drank the Drano,
Yeah,
and
That's
you
a
went and
normal
started
thing.
reading the
it's
Bible.
trying to ascend.
I was like, okay, yeah, he's.
Those are linked to drinking white vinegar.
Then
and-
you went up to that girl on the street and you're like, tell me about your best friend. I'm like, it's going to turn into a Jesus pitch. Here it comes. I've played this game before.
And Piers, I'm going to give you 2 points for this guess of Tahlia's, not because it was correct, but because you used, which I don't know if this is intentional, Australian vernacular.
Wait,
Ooh.
which part?
you guessed that she was trying to bum a dart.
Yeah, that's what we
Oh,
say in
sick.
Alberta.
That's Canadian
nice.
vernacular.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe-
that's not just Australian.
Maybe that's a Commonwealth thing, but I gave you 2 points anyway.
You know what? They don't say dart here. As soon as I say dart, people are like, "You from Alberta?"
People say.
I've
dart.
asked people
Some
if they
other
know
words.
what a dart is.
So Tahlia's
People know.
goal was, in fact,
Shall I say it?
you should say it.
Let's say our own goals. My goal was to get some durries. A durry is a dart is a cigarette.
Okay.
Didn't necessarily want to smoke them, just wanted to get them.
AKA
okay.
lung lolly, AKA lung spear.
Yeah.
I like that.
AKA death stick.
So
You don't want to
mental.
sell me death sticks. And Erik,
Yeah.
do you want to say what your goal was?
Oh, yeah,
Or
it
we
was
know?
to learn new
Yeah,
things.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
we already knew that. And Piers?
To be a father.
To be a
To
father.
be a father.
Let's tally up the points.
To acquire children.
Tahlia, you came in third place, bronze medal, with 1.5 points.
Third sounds better than last.
Mm.
And in second place,
I really got them from guesses.
we had
Erik.
Piers is your name?
Ah,
We had Piers with 1 times 3, which is 3, plus 2 is 5. 5
math
points.
going on there.
5 points.
Cool.
Yeah,
Is that
because
good?
that was a 3.
Yeah.
I made yours was a 3 difficult.
I mean,
I
to
see.
become someone's dad is very difficult.
I think
That
we
is
can. I think we
maximum
can all agree that of the options I had to accomplish that goal, I took one of the least offensive roads.
yeah, I would say
Yeah,
so.
I did not steal a baby.
You did not impregnate anybody.
Exactly, which
I'm-
would have been very difficult.
I'm shocked and impressed that you managed to complete your goal even once. So
Yeah.
I'm
Good
as
job.
astounded as you are.
yeah,
And Eric's goal to learn things was worth only 1 point, but he completed it 6 times and got a 0.5 correct guess. When he was 6.5, today's winner. Erik, would you like to add an
Congratulations.
item to the bag of holding?
I would like to add the Book of Mormon that he found earlier to the bag of holding. Is that
he
okay?
he already added that because you didn't put it down.
He never put it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
With the glyphs.
Oh man, now I don't know what. I
We can
want
circle
him.
back around if you
I
like.
want him to have a plastic police badge.
right.
So
like a children's costume plastic police badge, or like a decent one.
I want it to be a pretty good toy. Like,
Okay.
I'm going to
if-
put in brackets pretty good toy.
pretty good toy, but the word
Like
that
it's
it's
fun to play
like
with,
the word
or
that it
it's-
says is like fun police or something like
Yeah.
that. In fact, it's not something like that. It's that.
It's coming to
it's-
break up the party.
Yeah,
Fun
it says
police.
fun police.
Fun
Oh
police.
no, these are the police that just have fun.
But it's high quality toy. Like this is not something that it costs $1. This is like at least $4 or $5 in my opinion.
Ooh, what a
Yeah.
ripoff.
Low whistle.
All right, Tess, if you're watching, she worked at a costume shop for 11 years. Please tell us what the actual price of that would be in the comments. I think you'll be watching this on YouTube. Like and subscribe.
I don't know if a Perth price will be accurate though.
Yeah, that's true. We'll say it's the dollar amount value of a Perth price one.
Do you
Let's just
find
say that.
a lot of like dollar store items here don't really translate? Like you go into a dollar store here and you're like, this is outrageous, or
What?
A Canadian dollar is not worth that much more than an Australian dollar.
It's more
Right.
that like things just cost more in Perth.
It's more like
oh,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's what I'm wondering. Which way it goes? Like,
Oh,
are we more
yeah,
expensive?
yeah.
Or are they more
Perth
expensive?
is a
They're
lot more
more
expensive.
Weird.
Yeah.
They have to pay like $120 for a video game there.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Why would you even
it's
play
more like
video
100,
games?
but
Well,
yeah. With DLC.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Depends where you get it.
Oh, pass.
Yeah.
I'll stick to books.
yeah. Season pass.
The original
DLC.
video games.
Piers, is there anything you'd like
Choose your
to
own
plug
adventure.
while you're here?
I guess I should just plug Podcast versus Podcast, the show me and Erik do together. We have
Yeah.
a great old time and a really solid, rock solid relationship.
Yes.
I'll also
friends.
plug the Cave Goblin Podcast Network, which
Oh,
now
thank
we're
you.
a part of.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's a bunch of great shows on there. You guys are doing a lot of work. You're plugging. You're making this table, these microphones happen, these gems.
They went to PodCon.
You guys do so much work, and just we really appreciate it.
Oh,
Thanks,
those
bro.
gems.
Now, these,
Yeah,
honestly, these
we
are the
made them
takeaway for the
happen.
day.
Please don't take them away.
I'm not
They're
going to
pretty
take
nice.
them away.
Is there anything, Tahlia and Erik, you'd like to say?
I'm Tahlia Murdoch. I do everything economics and this, so check that out.
Yeah.
I also want to plug recycling because I was
Oh,
just
do
thinking
it.
about recycling
Like
today.
the concept of
Everyone should
Just the
recycle.
activity. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah,
We'll talk about this off air, but there's a reason for it. But yeah, recycling is important.
be kind to
Yeah.
the earth.
Reduce, refuse, reduce.
Reduce, reuse,
recycle.
recycle.
Recharge.
There's a new
Oh,
one. It's
there's
refuse.
Yeah.
Rebuild after the apocalypse.
Yeah, and please go
like
to
Thank you.
cavegoblins.com and see all of our shows.
Hell yeah.
Because there's so many good ones. They're all the best shows you'll ever listen to in your life. And Patreon.
We have a Patreon
We
now.
have a
It'll be up later
Patreon.
this week. If you
Making money moves. That's what we want.
If you do join the Patreon at $5 or more, you have access to that character creator sheet and can throw these characters at Jonas and our guests.
Me and Doug are making a really awesome podcast that you can get. Do we want to say what it is?
We can say it. We haven't released an episode yet, but this is going to be for Patreon subscribers only. It's called 1,000 Pieces, where we're watching 10 episodes of One Piece at a time until we complete it.
Oh my.
And
That's so many pieces.
That's so many.
yeah, it'll.
You guys.
If they finish at
It's
1,000
so
episodes, that's
good,
100
though.
episodes. It is actually really good.
It looks
But
amazing.
Part
I
of the
just don't
mandate
understand.
is we're not allowed to look anything up, and we're not allowed to take any notes, and we have to be as descriptive as possible.
Oh God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to rewatch episodes in your spare
No.
time?
No.
I'm gonna listen to
Oh
that
my god.
I have trash memory. I forget characters' names all the time, so it's going to be really funny. And
On the other hand, I've almost memorized the theme song. At
yeah,
episode
I know.
5.
I know one line barely. And the background is I've wanted to watch One Piece for ages because I don't care that there's a lot of it.
And I said,
Doug,
if we're going to do that, we better make some fucking money.
yeah, Doug wouldn't do it. So I said, let's make a podcast. And this is how we're doing it.
I didn't say it like that. I'm very much enjoying One Piece.
It's sick.
Monkey D. Luffy is a great character. So check that show out.
One Piece.
I'd like to plug Podcast versus Podcast. It's a podcast that I do with Piers Rae, and we take turns pitching podcasts to each other. And at the end of the episode, we vote on which podcast is pitched that day, which one we prefer, and whichever one wins is going to be our new show. We quit Podcast versus Podcast forever. It's extremely funny. Tomorrow's episode, Piers was not allowed in the booth. I decided to lock him out, but instead I have Doug and Tahlia. So.
Oh, hi.
Was it?
Yeah, it's a great episode, and those two are on it. So if you liked either one of them, listen to tomorrow's episode of Podcast versus Podcast.
So that's the rare double down pitch, the double down plug for Podcast versus Podcast. It uses the word podcast twice, so we have to plug it twice. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Doug Vandelay, host of Comedy Zeitgeist on the Cave Goblin Network. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It helps us out. We'd appreciate a follow on Twitch, and you'll be able to hear this in audio, and you might be doing that right now. Later. Check everything out on cavegoblins.com.
Right now, later.
Okay. Yo, thanks so much for coming, by the way, Piers.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. This
Cheers.
was fantastic. This is a great show.
Yeah, great.
Man, I would pitch some money at this on Patreon.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I won't, but somebody should.
All right. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.